The muscle car that redefined that genre is back. Bigger, badder, and with more bite than ever. It's the 2013 Viper SRT. We have always wanted to go to an airplane graveyard, but we needed a good reason. And did you know that test pilots love muscle cars? More than one way, us using the test pilot as the common ground here is incredibly appropriate. Chaps like Chuck Yeager, the first man to break the sound barrier, he did so in the skies right above here, above Edwards Air Force Base. They became national heroes. There was something about them that really appealed to people. It was dangerous work. It was incredibly adventurous and in some ways romantic. Just like the test pilots whose spirit you can almost feel echoing around this graveyard here. It's the same reason that we go racing today. And the exact reason that SRT are campaigning a Viper this season for the first time after a 10, 12-year break, it's because it's the only place that you can really put your new technologies and everything you want to apply to a modern road car to the ultimate test. And then in the end, everything, traction control, fabrication, electronics, they all improve so we have better road cars. Well, you know, this has been a lot of fun, but you know, this is a machine that wants to be driven and let loose, so I think we better head to the track. Oh, me. Woohoo! I like that one. I didn't mean to swear, mummy. All cars have that DNA thread from the history, whether it's different model variants, whatever, still inspired by the company's core values. But what they've got here, it's more than just DNA, isn't it? It's everything that made Viper so good back in the day is now right back with us in the modern day Viper. And this is very exciting to me, to be back behind the wheel of a car that meant so much to my racing career. And the Dodge Viper that I raced back then was actually almost unreasonable to be behind the wheel of. I mean, it was amazingly good fun, very competitive, but it was hot and violent. But of course, because you could win in it, and it gave you a real edge over anyone else, you just loved it. So now, what about this one? Well, you can just tell it's got... I mean, they've done a lot with weight. It's lighter in nearly every area. They've used a lot of aluminum in the front and rear suspension. And they've got these massive 14-inch Brembo brakes that just stop the car as it warrants being stopped. But getting behind the wheel of the new Viper is really very fulfilling. You still have this feeling that it is so powerful and so strong, because if you conquer it and master it, it will really reward you. After a day in the Viper, I can well and truly say that I'm bloody glad that at least someone still has the balls to make a car that is this all-inclusive sensory experience. And as for the SRT and Dodge brand team, I don't think Chuck Yeager was talking about them, but he might have been, when he said, you don't concentrate on the risks, you concentrate on the rewards. And there is no risk too great to prevent the proper job from being done. Kind of sums up the Viper. Check back each week for more on your eBay Motors mobile app.